biggest tree I've ever stuck a saw in. Good morning. We've got, I think, the biggest tree I've ever stuck a saw in. We've got spiders here helping us out. We got a call for a tree on a house, and here it is. The leader that broke off is about the size of some of the trees that we've taken out. Oh man, this thing's huge. I didn't want to over penetrate. This is where it gets harder. We're pre-approved to take out the rest of the tree by the insurance company, and we're probably gonna have to have another crane here, which we're planning on having tomorrow. The rest of that trunk, this is gonna be a pain, and that's gonna be heavy. And then for the last part, we're gonna need to suspend that load while we pick apart the stuff in the back. Manitou alone isn't gonna be enough to get that stuff off the back. Plan for today is get everything brushed out, get the canopy out, get it just down to the main trunk and the main chunk. Access in the backyard ain't bad. We'll be able to get the machine in there. But this is gonna be a job where you can't really be in a hurry. You just gotta whittle away at it. We're probably gonna have to reset the machine at least 2 or 3 different times. Where we're set up now, it's pretty ideal. We take brush out, spin around and load the logs up into the trailer and just try to keep things moving. This happens like a few days before we get our big chipper. Bandit 1890 Intimidator that we found, we're waiting on, a 230 plus horsepower cat engine. What we're running right now is a 12-inch Bandit XP, 12 XP, and it's a little 84 horse gasser. So it's a little chipper that could, hopefully it can handle this. It's been so hot lately that the chipper hasn't even been working right. It would get so hot, even with clean radiator and everything, it kind of just starts choking down. So we've been fighting that. We're anticipating, if we get this done in 2 days, we're doing good. But at this point, it's just, it be like it do. Let's get started. Hopefully I can reach that. I didn't want to over penetrate. All right, this is where it gets harder.
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting.
I'm ready. Now, we will try to get all of this undone. Lord have mercy. Watch out for widowmakers. This is a million times better than anything else we've done in the past as far as having to rig and dissect and all that fun stuff.
yours.
So, what I'm finding that I love about this machine is that I can maneuver it a pretty good bit. But the only way that I can't really maneuver it is, here James, knock off this thing so I can get my bar back. It's hard to make horizontal cuts and the picks from above. Like a grapple saw is gonna be, it's a dangle saw, so it can get in.
And it's smaller, so you can get into a lot tighter places.
But this one, it being a fixed head, I can't get as much maneuverability out of it. However, whatever I grab, I can maneuver it whichever way I want to. So that's what I've noticed so far. Granted, with time, as I'm a better operator. Here, James, you want to knock that bark out of there? I've gotten a little better over time, but it still takes a lot of finessing to make it work. Something else that I kind of prefer the Merlot for is the cable protection and the line protection. This being out on the side, it makes it a bigger footprint, so you're more likely to hit the track. But if you tear a hose up, getting to this one is a lot easier than it is for the enclosed portion. So they both have their ups and downs. Like I said, one is Santa Claus, one's the Grinch. They both show up and they both show out. But let's see how this pick. Here's a horizontal pick. I can't quite marry it up just right, but I think I get it pretty close.
Little go. Pinched. Released. Pinched. Released. Yours.
Really?
Shit was dead anyway. No! Two things to say. I remember when he wouldn't say any wordy dirts. He wouldn't even say heck hardly. We've ruined that. Two, we've ruined a septic tank and an AC unit for years. Everything's like almost no incidences. Nothing more than like maybe $1,000. And then in the last 2 or 3 weeks, it's been, let's see, 3 weeks ago, I had trouble with the crane. It wouldn't start, dumped a lot of money into that. Finally got it going. Then the next week, got back on a job, actually bringing the crane to a job, had a brake chamber go out on the semi, had to fix that. That was about another grand. As soon as we got the crane out to the job, on our last tree, we're almost done, and we asked the lady, any tanks back there? She said no. Turns out there was a tank back there. What she thought I asked was, is there a tank in that back corner? Which, when I say is there a tank back there, I mean back there, behind the fence, in the backyard. So miscommunication there. We found a tank, cracked it, so I owe someone a new tank. And then yesterday we had a AC unit get smacked with the last log of the day. So I'm ready for a break.
Pinched. Yours.
Let my AC out. All right, well, it is 11. We have set the crane up for the 3rd time. We had to keep moving to get the angles right. We got the first trailer load on the way to the dump. We had a guy here locally that wanted the firewood, so we're
Saving a little bit of money at dump fees.
We have, looks like 2, maybe 3 liters left, not counting the one that's down. We're getting all the tops out. The chip truck is maybe 3/4 of the way full.
We should be able to fit all this in there.
And strip it down to just bare wood. And yeah, it's going. It's 11. I'm hoping we get everything done by 4. Ideally, having a big grapple truck, like a 70 or 80 yard grapple truck being set up right in front of me right here would be ideal, but or at least having the 19-inch chipper. But at this point, that one's been doing good so far, knock on wood. But if it can finish this job out, I'll be happy. All right. So we got the bucket truck situated because the grapple right here will not get a good marry up in a good way that we want to have it. Right here, I can get a good marry up on the grapple. However, with all that weight going to the upper right of the claw, it'll pinch it. And although I'm good for basically 4,000 pounds right here, it's going to be a lot of torquing on the boom and on the wood cracker. So it'd be easier for me to just grab it and then have James do a stump cut, or a butt cut rather, and we can lighten a lot of this load and get it loaded up going to the firewood place. So hopefully we can get most of the big wood out right here. We just got that little leader off the back to chip up, and then we're waiting on the 45 ton crane. All right, on that pick, we were good for 5 grand where that was. And this is, let me let it settle. We're reading around 2,300 pounds here. All right, well, we got to a stopping point. It started raining on us here, and we at least got to a stopping point, got the crane set up for in the morning, or the Manitou rather, and then we're waiting on the 45 ton. Should be there around 8 o'clock, and then we'll be set up to do trunk picks, and we'll need the crane to suspend the other load while I make the cuts and lighten it up. Really ain't a whole lot left. I've probably less than 30 minutes worth of chipping if everything cooperates. Anyway, yeah, that's what we should be back to business tomorrow and hopefully get that thing done. I'm interested to see how all that's gonna go, because it's definitely it's one for the books, that's for sure. We're gonna make sure to get plenty of photos and videos. It might be a while before we do something like that again. It is 7:14 and we are about to finish whittling away what we can, stuff that's not spring loaded on that branch there. And just make it as small as possible. Go ahead and get all that chipped. 45 ton crane should be here in about 45 minutes. So once they get there, set up front, and get them rigged out. Really and truly should be 6 or 7 cuts when the crane's here. Maybe less. We'll just see how the rigging is and what kind of room we got to swing. So they do it. Gonna go. Cody, could you get pictures of that black leaking out of the tree right there? There we go. Leaky. What's that? I was about to say, what's that? 7, 9? I'm surprised you didn't. I was fully expecting you to let me know. There you go, photo op. I'll put this on my grinder. Sorry, on my tender. For all the professional riggers out there, yes, I'm paying attention to what I'm doing, where I'm rigging. You know what, no matter what I do, some of y'all still probably gonna say, no, that's wrong, you're not supposed to do it like that. Because everyone on YouTube knows better. All right, cable down a little bit. All right. Choke her up. It'll get it in the trailer. This one was like 9 grand. I think this one's around 9 grand too. Well, we're done, we're home. I changed my shirt and I feel a little bit better, but we're gonna bore you with all the details of us cleaning everything up. We got everything flown out. Ended up being, I believe, 6 dump trailers worth, which we've kind of found that's our bottleneck is we're just running bumper pull trailers. I need a dump truck that can handle the weight and the capacity. But all in all, it went pretty good. 45-ton crane was probably the smallest size crane we could have used there. We took a pick, I think it was 9,000 pounds, almost 60 foot out. So it was pretty heavy wood, and that was the part that actually broke out, was hanging over the house, and we suspended it, cut everything loose, flew that out, and then the big pick of the day was just over 12 grand. So, and we couldn't pick it smaller, even if we wanted to. It was just a weird janky piece. But we finished that up. It's been hot. We were gonna get like a final shot of us like tarping everything up. I didn't want to, no one wanted to. It's like the heat index has been well into the triple digits. I think yesterday was 110, today was, I don't know why they say that the heat index or whatever. If it feels like 110, the dadgummit, it's 110. I don't buy into that. Well, it's 100 degrees, but it feels like 110, okay? Enough of that rant. Let's see, what else? What else we need to point out? Chip truck did good. That was our first big job that we were able to run chip truck, and we pretty much didn't, we dumped it yesterday and we finished it out today. But yesterday, if it would have been the old truck, we'd have been 3 trips back and forth. But we're done. It's hot. I might go jump in the pool. Might not. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, please. Tell your friends. Tell us what you want to see. We're just kind of shooting it, winging it, and I don't know what shooting it means. Dadgummit. All right, anyway, well, we're still rolling. All right.